All right. You're going to hear a little buzz in the background. The gardeners are here at our house, so sorry. So what I want to do is go ahead and do an I do and solve these equations here because they look kind of challenging. So make sure to go over these so you can take a look at them and understand and pause the video, whatever you need to understand it better, okay? So let's take a look at the first equation here because that one looks super intimidating, all right? So let me get my tools out. All right, I think I'm going to change the color to black. All right, so I have 12 plus 6x equals, I have a 5 minus 9. And then, so we have fraction bar, then I have a 3 there, then I have a 2 here. Man, this thing looks heckin' intimidating. My favorite letter in this situation is, you get it, letter D. Find a multiple of the denominators and use that multiple to turn all fraction numbers into whole numbers here. So we have a fraction number here. Now this is unusual. We never really see fractions like this. You guys are probably thinking more like like that kind. But yes, it's true. We can have this type of fraction like this. Okay, so let me blurt that out. All right, so we'll go over here. Well, if I look at 3 here and I look at 2, if I was to lay out 3 here and lay out 2 here, I need to find a number that they both are factor of. So let's go here. So 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6. Oh, we found the smallest multiple. Notice 2, 3. Well, 2 times 3 is 6, and 3 times 2 is 6 here. So there we have it. So I'm going to use 6. So let me go here. Actually, I'm going to do some erasing, unfortunately. No, let me take this equation and bring it over here now with the part that I want to do. So I'm going to go 6, and then times, that's going to be 12 plus 6x over 3 equals 5 minus 9 over 2. We'll multiply by 6. So notice here, when I use the 6 here, and if you want to see this as a fraction, you can see it that way. So we can understand the fraction number being multiplied by a fraction number in the situation. So if I go over here, you can see that I have the 6 and 3 here. So I'm going to cross cancel. So 6, 3, how many sets? 2. So I go here and I have 2 times the value of 12 plus 6x equals, well, if I go over here, you can see I'm running out of space. So 6 over here, then the 2 here. If I go over there, that's going to give me 3. So then 3 times the quantity. And then this is what's the difference of 4, excuse me, of 5 and 9? It's going to be 5 and negative 9. So let's go this way. So it's going to be 4. All right. So I have an answer of 2 times 12 plus 6x equals 3 times negative 4. I think we know how we got the 3 because remember the 2 here and the 6. It'll wind up, they give us that 3 up, we get the negative 4. 5 positives, 9 negatives leaves me with 4 negatives. All right, so that thing was kind of crazy. That was actually, which letter we're going to use there? We're going to use the letter D to take care of up here. Use that letter D. All right, now let's go ahead and use letter what? You got it. Letter C for this one. We're going to apply distributive property. So doing my smart cut, so I don't think that this is really addition or anything like that. So I'm going to apply here. So 2 sets of 12, 24. That's done. Go over here. Positive, that's nice. 2 sets of 6, 12, and then x. Then over here, 1 negative, I'm multiplying. So 1 negative sign, negative. And 3 sets of 4, 12. Okay. So now we're done with a distributive property. I am going to keep the variable over here, and I'm going to put the numbers over there. So it looks like I'm going to need the letter A, because what I'm going to have to do is apply an inverse operation. So let's go ahead and kick that 24 over there. So 24 positives. What gives me the 0 on the number line? 24 negatives. If you're into arithmetic, 24 minus 24 equals nothing. What I do on this side of the equation, or the equal sign, I do on this side as well. So negative 24 there. Okay. So I have 12x equals 24 negatives, 12 more negatives. I have 36 negatives. All right. Now, one more letter left, right? You already know, FB, baby. So I go over here, eyeball check. My coefficient is 12, so I divide by 12. How many? Uh-oh, let me stop. So, how many sets of 12 run 12? Let me see, let uno. It's getting really big here. Equals 1. And if I go over here and divide by 12, how many sets? Well, first thing, I'm on negative, so a negative sign here. How many sets of 12 are in there? There are 3. So your solution to this one is going to be 3. All right, let me go ahead and close out so this can get back down to regular size. All right, so there's your solution for that one, negative 3. All right, so we go over here. Let's take a look at number 2. Number 2 is negative. Oh, hold on, let me get my tools. So x minus 4 equals 1/3. 1/3 times the quantity of 6x minus 54. All right, so there goes our original equation. So what are we going to do first here? You got it, D. Now, there's not two fractions or anything like that, so this is easy, but we still need to find a multiple that we can divide this by, turns into that invisibly. So, of course, if I have 1/3, if I have to multiply by its reciprocal, 3 over 1, you already know the deal. So 3 over here, oh, it's kind of messing up. 3 over there, and then 3 here. We're going to get that to cancel out. We have our 1. So that's the reason why I'm going to multiply everything by 3. So 3 times the value of x minus 4 here. And then 3 times 1/3 and 6x minus 54. Sorry about the overlap here, but I think you still see. So I'm going to go over here. If I multiply that, remember, by 3, I multiply this side by 3 as well. So whatever you do on one side, we do it to the other. We're going to see if that's a fraction. And if that makes you feel more comfortable, there you go. All right, so let me do a smart cut here, separate so I don't get confused if that's real subtraction. And if I'm doing that, this is going to be a letter C situation because I'm doing what? Applying the distributive property. Now look at my invisible uno there. All right, so 3 sets of 1, 3. Drag my x. I have 1 negative here, so that's odd, so negative. 3 sets of 4, 12. And let's go ahead and get rid of everything outside of that distributive property brackets right there. And that's going to give us 6x minus 54. So there we go. That's a bad 4, but you get the idea. All right. So we apply distributive property. Excuse me. So let's say we did first. So first we did D. We went ahead and applied the, got the largest multiple of 3, which was 3. And we went ahead and we used that to cancel out the fractions here. But what we do on one side, we had to do on the other. That left us with 3 times the quantity of x minus 4 equals 6x minus 54. What I did was I applied distributive property here, and I brought that all down. So I probably should have had a step where I did the work here by itself and then did distributive property, but you get the idea. So let's go over here. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to choose which side. I think for numbers, I think for variables, I'm going to go on the right-hand side here, and for numbers, I'm going to go on the left. So let's get this party started. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the numbers first on this side. So, all right, 54 negatives, 54 positives. That gets me to 0 on the number line. 54 minus 54 is nothing in arithmetic. So I go over here, and I add my 56. So I have 3x. It's going to be plus, because notice, 56 minus 12, well, that's going to give us 44. Okay? All right. And so because this is 56 positives, these are only 12 negatives, you can see I have 44 positives here. So I go here, I have 6x, so we're looking pretty good now. So what would I do again here? So here I did an A, did an inverse operation, because you can notice 54 over here, 54 over here. Or, oh wait, that's 54. Oh, I put 56. This is actually 54. Thank goodness. So it's going to be 42. It's going to be 42, not 44. All right. Glad I went back. And so then I have the 6x over here after doing A. So what I got to still do is another A, another inverse operation. So 3 positives here. Number line, you've done 3 positives, you need 3 negatives to get back to 0. Arithmetic, 3 minus 3 is 0. What I do on this side of the equal sign, I do on the other. So I have 42 here, and the difference of 6 and 3 is 3, or 6 positives, 3 negatives, 2 positives are left. And we do an FB, we do an FB, we know that that's going to be 1. How many sets of 342? Let me go over really quickly and see. So 4, 2, 1, 1, 2, oh, 14. That's a terrible 4, but you get the idea, everyone. That's 14 right there, okay? So 14. Answer, x equals 14. There's your 14. All right, so we're done with that one. So let's go here. And do the last one.